came to tell you I found Nickvard.
Will he come and pick up his medicine?
He won't need it anymore. He's dead.
My God! It must have been something more serious than indigestion, then. Demons?
No. He just overestimated his strength.
How sad. But thanks for telling me. I'll pray for his soul.
The Chamberlain said you know something about the demons haunting the castle.
Those monsters are back again. Last summer, we only heard them scratching the walls and roof with their claws. But they got a lot more bold this time. They're leaving charred marks on my wooden spoons, throwing clumps in my food, and they're constantly leaving their droppings in my kitchen.
Are you sure they're demons? I've seen a few mice here. They go wherever they want.
Only you youngsters can come up with something so stupid. You wouldn't know Lucifer if he pricked you in the forehead with his horns. I'm sure they're demons. They're jealous of the prosperity and peace Lord von Berghoff has brought us these last few years.
If you say so. Where should I look for them?
They're coming from the other side of the castle, below the maiden, I swear.
How should I deal with them?
Of course. Everyone knows the demons enter this world through the flames. You have to find 5 fireplaces in the palace, under the maiden, and sprinkle water on them. Be careful to sprinkle within the width of your little finger. 9 drops, 1 for every angelic choir. And every 3rd drop must be twice as big as the ones before it.
I'll take care of it. I hope I can do it exactly as you said.
And one more thing to take to heart. The spell is most effective when performed in the moonlight. But most of all, don't forget, 9 drops. Bless you, sir.
How long have you been serving in Trosky?
Why'd you ask?
I don't know much about this place, so I wanted to ask you about a few things.
I'm not much of a talker. You'd be better off having a word with our scribe, Erasim. He's served here since the days of the previous lord.
The Chamberlain mentioned you've seen demons at the castle.
You're damn right I did. What do you know about it?
Only that they're crawling out of fireplaces in the castle below the maiden.
I'm sure at least half a dozen demons have taken up residence in the western courtyard. If the Chamberlain didn't tell you how dangerous this is for all of us, I'm telling you now.
Of course he told me. That's why we're trying to resolve this as quickly as possible.
I'm glad to hear it. Give those demons their due.
Tell me what you know then.
You know the guardhouse with the little arena? In the palace below the crone, over by the outer wall? Inside, I mean, on the ground floor. The place stinks like hell, day in and day out. It makes my head spin. I've seen things there with my own eyes I'd rather not talk about. I'd start the investigation there if I were you.
All right. I'll look into it. The Chamberlain said you know something about the demons haunting the castle.
Of course I do. But I don't know what to think anymore. I keep finding hair in my food. Someone hides my spices. My soup goes sour. And there's that awful smell.
Oh, that sounds terrible. The Chamberlain wants this resolved as soon as possible.
It's about time. Do you have any idea how scared people are? All it takes is one mention of those beasts and the maids start threatening to find work elsewhere. I hear the castle has always been connected to hell, but nobody tells you that when you ask to work here.
Where should I start looking?
They must be coming from the other side of the castle. Under the crone.
Bertha told me the demons are likely to be coming from here. Under the Maiden?
Oh, of course she did. They've been messing with her head. That old crone's under their spell. I always knew it.
Let me guess. I'm gonna have to go around fireplaces and sprinkle 9 drops of water on them.
9? Why 9? But you're mostly right. You have to douse the ground in front of the fireplace they're coming from. That creates a boundary demons can't cross.
All right. Where can I find the fireplaces?
That's hard to describe. Anyway, there are 5 such fireplaces on the crone side of the castle. Together they form the shape of a 5-pointed star, a pentagram.
Don't worry. I'll take care of everything. Hopefully I won't miss any of them.
If I were you, I'd do it during the night. Even the demons have to sleep sometime, don't they?
The devil never sleeps.
And the old hag rushes in where the devil fears to tread, eh? The sooner you get rid of them, the better. See you soon, my friend.
Go and get your horse so we can get going.
Privies for the soldiers, but not a demon in sight. You must have been wrong about those demons. The place you described to me was just a shitter.
You're right. My bad. I realised as soon as you left.
So where should I start looking for those demons?
I was actually going to send you to the palace below the Maiden Tower. It's upstairs, near Lord von Burgos and the Burgrave's chambers. I hear a mysterious door appears right next to the staircase leading to the tower. It must be the devil's work.
All right then. I'll take a look.
Christ, pardon me.
Another privy. The place you sent me to was just another privy. I'm starting to lose my patience.
Oops, excuse me and my befuddled mind, I've messed up again.
Where the hell are these demons? Tell me.
Look around the staircase leading to the scribe's chamber, near the maid's quarters. It's between the palace below the crone and the tower. That reeking, hellish door must be hidden there.
I swear, if this is another shitter...
Of course not. I wouldn't dare threaten the security of the castle.
If there's nothing there, you'll have me to answer to.
I'm sure you'll find something. I'd get my weapon ready if I were you.
Third time's the charm. What did I expect?
Everything, really? You didn't forget anything?
I don't think so, sir. I tried my best, sir.
Well done.
drop by tomorrow. There's something else I need. You can go now.
Blacksmith?
Let me guess. You didn't find any demons?
I'm done looking for them.
There's no need to anyway. You made so much noise the demons all crawled back underground. Christ! To think I'd find a moron who'd buy it 3 times in a row. 3 times!
So you were just wasting my time?
Not at all. Next time your belly starts rumbling, you'll know exactly where to go.
A great life lesson. Really.
Go and get your horse so we can get going.
You shouldn't be hanging around here, friend.
You're not permitted to be here. Surrender, now!
All right! You caught me. I surrender.
You can't say you'll... How do you even... Oh... Careful.
You're not allowed here. That's it. And next time, don't go creeping around where you don't belong.
Don't show yourself here again. That should do it. I hear there are demons causing trouble at the castle again.
Again? Is anyone sprinkling yet?
Me.
That's the only thing that works.
What do you think of all this?
Occasionally, I hear the servants telling stories that sound like they're taken straight out of a Cistercian penitential. Even Gregory the Great, Gregory of Tours, Caesarius of Heisterbach, or Jacobus de Vorgine all share a similar view of unholy forces. The devil, as the enemy of both God and man, makes every effort to seduce the soul onto the road to hell, and to harm people however he can. How do you imagine the forces of evil?
Like a hairy terror with hooves, horns, and big nasty teeth.
Like something out of the Codex Gigas. Anything else?
I hope I'm doing this right. Eight, 9, How long have you been here in Trosky, Father?
Well, it's been quite a few years. But if you are interested in local history, you should go and see the scribe Erazim. He's been here the longest.
I noticed there's no church in Troskowitz, or anywhere nearby. Why's that?
It's true. You'll find the closest one in Uyezd, or in Mladyeyov on the other side. In Trosky, we only have the chapel in the castle tower. In short, this domain is the middle of nowhere. It was only with Sir Otto's arrival that great things started happening.
What is Sir Otto von Berghoff like?
What can I tell you? Lord von Berghoff provides a livelihood for many people. He brought money to the region, restored and expanded the castle, and yet he spends most of his time in Prague. He's the royal chamberlain, and politics takes up a lot of his time.
I understand. He pays well and doesn't get in the way, eh?
That's not what I said. The old chamberlain, Ulrich, manages the estate, and he's definitely good with numbers, at least.
But
numbers and accounts aren't everything. One should also think about the salvation of one's soul. But that young man is absolutely none of your business.
how do things work in the castle?
You mean who runs things when our lord is away?
Yeah, I see there's a lot of people here, so I wouldn't want to offend anyone.
Then you should watch out especially for Lady Yitka. She's the wife of our Burgrave Hashek. She's a pious woman, but also damned firm and strict on the servants. Her husband is in charge of the castle garrison and order in the region. Then Captain Thomas is responsible for Sir Otto's security. He's an old soldier and an upright fellow, even if he doesn't come to confession more than once a year. And the ruler of the roost here is the Chamberlain, Ulrich von Schaumburg. You seriously don't want to cross him, lad?
I heard the castle is haunted by demons again, Nicodemus. Did they bother you too?
They did indeed. A few days ago, I was in the chapel, deep in prayer, when a spawn of hell appeared before me. Fac mihi hominium. Swear an oath of allegiance to me.
My God. What did you say to it?
I laughed in the face of the Prince of Darkness. Would you not rather renounce your slavery and return to heaven? I told him. Without hesitation, he replied, better to rule hell than to be a slave in heaven. And then he disappeared, veiled in a terrible, foul-smelling smoke.
Whew. That sounds horrifying. But anyway, like I said, I was told to sprinkle water. If they dare try that even on a man of faith, nothing else will help.
I'm glad you have faith in the Lord, and not in some old wives' tales. Now take up your task, and rid us of that hellspawn. May the Lord guide you.
If I sin before God, is there any way I can atone for my sins?
Well. Have you got a guilty conscience, friend? You can pay the indulgence in the scribe's box. Or you can take the path of repentance and go on a pilgrimage. It will improve your reputation with people, but beware. Making a pilgrimage does not erase your crimes in the eyes of the law, nor does it release you from paying a fine. Always keep that in mind.
I've sinned, Father. I want to purify my soul in the eyes of God and repent.
Your reputation and deeds precede you, wretch. Get on the path of repentance, or you shall never find salvation.
I want to repent of my sins.
There is a conciliation cross outside Slatego, in the shade of a linden tree. They once hanged a wrongfully convicted man there. Go and pray for the salvation of his soul, and God's grace for those who executed him.
What penance do you give me?
Say the Lord's Prayer until this evil leaves you. Don't show your face here any sooner.
Well, I better get going then, if that is your command.
Repent, sinner.
I've sinned, Father.
First finish.
Lord von Burgov. I've been told to deal with the demons plaguing the castle.
It's a thankless job, but a necessary one. I appreciate you taking care of it.
Are they really so much trouble around here?
They've been a nuisance ever since the castle was built. Call him whatever you want. Satan, Lucifer, Beelzebub. That hellish bastard certainly wasn't happy when Sir Vincent started building 2 towers right on top of his extinguished fairy estate.
I can't imagine he was.
But he soon realized it made him closer to people and that he could attempt them more easily. Many a poor soul in the lower castle has already fallen for his schemes and made a pact with hell.
Why don't you put a stop to it?
The castle is situated in a good strategic location. We have no choice but to try and tolerate Lucifer, and he has no choice but to tolerate us.
Christ, pardon me.
I hope I'm doing this right.
How can I help you, sir? What do you need?
I need to take a load off.
What'll it be this time, Henry?
I've got a few wounds that need taking care of, and I need a hot bath. And wash my clothes, too, so I don't look like a beggar.
Great, but it'll cost you.
Let's talk about the price.
Certainly, no problem.
Do you accept?
You'll have to make a better offer for this. You certainly won't regret it. My baths are first class. I reckon that's it. Take care of yourself out there, friend.
They won't be getting past this.
I just had a chill down my spine. What was that?
God bless you, sir.
I came to tell you I took care of all the fireplaces in the palace under the Maiden. The demons should be gone now.
Thank you. But they'll be back next year, you'll see.
I reckon someone will handle it if they do.
Take care now.
A little more here.
What was that shrieking?
Won't be getting past this. A little more here. Back to hell with you. Came to tell you I sprinkled all the fireplaces in the second part of the castle.
Oh, thank God. Finally, I'll be able to focus on my work. I didn't want to start making Pike Aspect while those monsters were roaming around. Did you see any of them? What do they look like?
I wasn't so lucky.
Oh, that's a shame. But you can be sure they've seen you. Thanks for taking care of it. Hopefully they'll leave us alone for at least a year. Well, my friend.
Christ, what a day.
I took care of those demons. They shouldn't be a problem anymore. I've still got chills down my spine thinking about those screams.
Hopefully things will quieten down again for a while. Most importantly...
I decided to help Ossiner as well. I can still smell that stench everywhere.
He got you too, did he? He tries that prank on all the newcomers to the castle.
You knew? Why didn't you warn me?
I wouldn't want to spoil his fun.
Anyway, the job is done.
Trosky Castle, held by Sir Otto von Berghoff, Lord of Billin, Royal Chamberlain of the Kingdom of Bohemia, Chairman of the Provincial Court, Member of the Crown Council, Magistrate of the Peace, Burgrave of Prague, thanks you.
I didn't fight Lucifer like Sir Otto, but even so, the demons should leave you alone. I'm glad I could help.
And I'm glad that all I have left to deal with this month is fixing the stairs, the sedilia, and checking all the chimneys.
You've got a lot to do.
There's always something to do at a big castle like this. Also, don't think you can continue to move freely about the castle. You are hereby stripped of that privilege. Nevertheless, since the minions of hell didn't reach the castle's coffer, nor did they cut into our profits, you deserve a reward. God be with you.
Good day. I apologize.
My God. That looks like a bloody expensive horse.
Easy, good horse. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Easy, good.
Christ, pardon me.
Greetings. What would you like?
Are you in need of something? What have I... God bless.
Good evening. What do you need, lad?
I took a look at herring.
And?
A nice animal, but I'll keep my own.
Never mind looking a gift horse in the mouth, you flat out refuse to accept one. You're lost though, pal. Actually, now we've got to know each other, I want to let you in on this little scheme. We could both get something out of it. But you'd have to keep it to yourself. What do you say? Can you keep your mouth shut when coin's at stake?
I can keep my mouth shut. You can count on it. What's this about coin, then?
Look, it's easy as pie. You keep your horse, which you wanted to do anyway, but I'll say you took herring, and then I'll sell him to someone. You'll do all right out of it. I'll pay you up front.
Well, I might be interested, but I deserve a bigger cut. I'm not new to all this, so I'm well aware that the first offer to an accomplice is deliberately low, just in case he accepts. So forget about that and make it worth my while, because you'll get a tidy sum for a horse like that.
I didn't expect you to be so savvy. But you're not wrong. I'll give you double my first offer. I reckon that's fair.
Me too.
Right, now we can get back to the reason you're here. You know how to ride and control a horse?
Don't worry. I'm right at home with horses. I learned to ride with cumans on my tail, and arrows whistling past my head. A tough school it was.
Well, I'll be damned. I never heard such a thing before. But even an experienced horseman like you needs equipment, as you well know. You can tack him up yourself, right?
Sure. Thanks.
Take care. this job. I have to track him down. Where could he have got to?
Well, should we set off for Nabokov? I don't think I could tolerate another day under one roof with that idiot Schomburg.
Ah, fuck him. We're here on account of von Bergov. I have a feeling he won't be giving him a pat on the back either for the way he treated us.
I suppose you're right. But I won't be fucking humiliated. A jump-top tosser like that isn't going to get high-handed with the Lord of Perkstein.
I agree. Although, the Lord of Perkstein can also act pretty haughty at times.
Look, I know I behaved like an idiot, but...
No, don't worry about it. It's water under the bridge.
I'm in your debt. Talking of debts, there's one more we need to settle. Both of us. That herbwoman, Bozhena, really helped us after that ambush. If it hadn't been for her, we wouldn't have survived.
Aye. You're right.
I gave her my word. And the word of a noble must be kept, as we both know.
Don't worry about it. I took care of it on behalf of both of us.
You did? My word, Henry. You are a true Bellator. Only half by birth, but your heart is filled with blue blood.
Thanks, Hans.
How is she getting on, actually? I hope she hasn't had any trouble on account of us.
Not on account of us, no. But... well, it's a complicated story. And not a pleasant one.
Jesus. I'm sorry to hear that. But right now, I'm not in the mood for sad stories. You can tell me another time, but now, Nabokov awaits us. It's high time we set out so we can get back before nightfall. Carpe diem.
I'm ready.
Let's mount up then.
What are you doing, Whistler?
Oh well. Nice to be out under the open sky. I was feeling really cramped in those gloomy corridors up there. But I can't deny, this is a real fucking castle. I've never seen anything like it before. Perkstein is just a little fortress in comparison. Von Bergov certainly knows how to make an impression.
That's true. Von Bergov must be loaded.
I expect the office of the Royal Chamberlain is a nice earner. Or maybe he shits gold ingots. Fuck. This place makes me feel queasy. Memento mori. I could have croaked here and gone off to join my old man in eternity. God rest his soul. Then he'd ask me, "So, son, what great deeds have you achieved in life?" And I'd have to tell him, "Well, Pa, I fucked everything up royally, and then they hanged me for poaching." Christ on a stick. I can't have that. When I go to the next life, I need to have something better to tell. A whole lot better.
I reckon it'll be some time yet before you go to the next life and face judgment. Audentes fortuna juvat, remember?
Or I've got a guardian angel by the name of Henry.
It's a shame I lost my flaming sword, though.
Damn it. I need to get my mind on other things and get the feeling I'm living. Let's really spur these horses on, eh? What'd you say?
How could I refuse you anything?
There's a junction beyond Troskovitz with a roadside chapel. Whoever reaches it first wins. So, get ready. Forward!
Quick! Quick! Go! God! Go! God! Quick! God! Go! Whoa! Whoa!
Christ, yeah. Oh, I needed that. My head feels a lot clearer now.
I'm glad to hear it.
Thanks for riding with me, old pal. I'll even forgive you for having the audacity to beat me, blacksmith's boy. And I'll even reward you for your horsemanship. After all, the lords of Perkstein don't neglect their loyal subjects.
Thanks. A generous master is a good master. That's a piece of blacksmith's wisdom.
And a satisfied escort is a good escort. That's a noble's wisdom.
I can't disagree. So, what now, Hans?
Like I say, I can see everything clearer now. And the thing that's clearest to me is I won't be trifled with anymore. I'm the Lord of fucking Perkstein. Let everyone know who they have the honor of addressing.
I'm with you on that, noble sir.
Splendid. So, forward to Nabokov. The sooner we get that out of the way, the sooner we can finally start dealing with more important matters. O dentes fortuna juvat! We turn right here.
I'm glad you feel better.
So am I, my friend. So am I. We still have lots to do before we go back to Ratai. And I was afraid, you know, that I'd fuck it up. And I almost did, but I'm not afraid anymore. Now I see it as an opportunity and a challenge. Any old fool can manage simple tasks, but hard ones, they require a man like Sir Hans Capon of Leipa and Perkstein.
And Henry of Skalitz.
Aye, he faces the hardest tasks of all.
I was thinking about our mission. What do you think of our prospects with von Burgov?
Well, we haven't got off to the best start, have we? But I'll do everything in my power to ensure we succeed. Hanush, Radzig and Jobst are depending on us. If they thought it was a lost cause, they wouldn't have sent me. They'd have sent, you know, someone less important. That's diplomacy in a nutshell. If you're serious about something, you send someone important to add gravity and show respect.
You didn't answer my question.
I did. You just didn't realize. All right, I'll explain. According to what Hannah told me before we set out, von Burgov is no fool. Quite the opposite. Persuading him won't be easy. We have to show him he has more to gain than to lose with us.
This shouldn't be about trade-offs. Sigismund is a usurper who's harming our land. Wenceslas is the true king, and siding with him is a matter of honor.
I agree, Henry. But as you can see, half the Bohemians' nobles don't. More than half, actually. They either see Sigismund as an opportunity, or they're simply fearful and will side with the one who has the upper hand. They'll be holed up on their estates, waiting for the storm to blow over without them having to lift a finger. We have to show them we have the upper hand. It doesn't matter if they side with us out of fear or honor. They just have to side with us. And von Burgov is just the man we need. As soon as we get his support, the majority will follow. Because some nobles will simply do what... Nabokov is not far now. The fortress stands on a rocky outcrop. We'll have to go round. So we should be careful. Our mission will be taking us around the pond, and we know what happened last time. So get ready. As soon as we cross the stream, we'll give the horses a gallop again. turn left here. Nice fortress. I like the way it's concealed. Nicely situated on an outcrop, with a mighty tower and only one approach road. Easy to defend, with a view of the whole valley and its approaches. A well-chosen site.
Are you an expert on fortress construction?
You could say that. It's part of a nobleman's and a warrior's upbringing. Hanish forced me to listen to those teachings from Bernard and others, and I'm glad he did. When I think about it, unquestionably learning feeds a man's soul, but right now my belly needs feeding. So I hope Sir Yaramir is well stocked. Von Bergov's morning feast set a high bar, after all.
Hearing you spout wisdom is entertaining, but not enough to make me forget my ass is sore. It's a good thing we're almost there.
Sacre, Henry, a short ride like this, and you've had enough? I was just thinking about heading off to see the world once we've sent Sigismund packing and restored order in the land. I'd like to visit the Holy Land, for instance, and kneel before the Holy Sepulchre. I'd bring back earth from Golgotha for the family too, to improve Father's prospects in the hereafter. So you'd better toughen up that arse of yours, so you can make it to Constantinople at least without whining. Married off his daughter well. Oh, Von Bergov is paying the Bark a tidy annuity, but kept it quiet from us.
So, we're here. What now, Sir Hans?
Now, I expect someone will come to greet us. And hopefully not like they did in Trosky.
Hey! So Yaramir don't receive visitors. You'll have to leave.
I beg your pardon. See to it that he receives me immediately.
Can't be done. Sorry about that.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Lipa, and I am here with a message from Lord von Bergov. So get to it. And if you keep me waiting here much longer, you'll be sorry.
Please be patient for a while, sir.
My word. You got a sharp tongue sometimes. But what if he won't receive us?
He will. Just wait and see.
Come along. Sir Yaramir will be here any moment.
See?
The Lord Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever.
Please excuse our precautions, gentlemen. These are evil times. Well then, Yaramir of Nabokov at your service. And whom do I have the honor of welcoming to my humble seat?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I am honored, Sir Yaramir. Sir Otto von Bergov asked me to convey to you his cordial greetings, and to parley with you in the matter of the security of this domain.
Certainly, certainly. These are troubled times indeed. Please accept my hospitality, sir. You're surely thirsty after your journey, and you'll have greater comfort in the tower.
An excellent idea. If I may ask that our horses may not be neglected either.
Palzel, you heard his lordship.
But I've already got 15 animals to deal with. Why doesn't Hurtle do it?
Hurtle has other duties. Stop griping and get to it.
15 horses? My word, sir. You must be doing all right for yourself.
Not entirely. But fortune smiled on me for once at least.
On me too, one could say. I suppose she's doing the rounds in these parts. So, tell me, sir, how did you achieve what you have?
Well, it's a long, complicated story. But I'm guessing von Berkov didn't send you here to find out how well off I am. Or did he?
No, he didn't. I apologize, Sir Yaramir. So, let's proceed to the real reason he sent us. Henry, be prepared. I won't keep Sir Yaramir very long.
Certainly.
Michael, you take Henry here under your wing and make sure he's well taken care of.
Certainly. Henry, eh? Michael's my name.
and I welcome you to our little place. It's not the fanciest fortress ever, but you know, I like it here. It serves us well. How was your journey? All good?
Aye. Lovely country. A feast for the eyes.
Well, that's nice to hear, especially from someone from far-off parts. But I must say, my throat is dry. And maybe yours too, eh? Come along with me. We'll soon fix that. I'll make you feel at home and we can have a chat. As I said, the fortress may be small, but the work never stops. Right now, we're repairing the fortifications down there, so don't get under the lad's feet. But you can drop in on Pelzel and check how he's looking after your horse. We're rolling some dice, eh? He's got none of guesswork, so don't all be shy. Invite him to play if he finds himself at a loose end. At least he'll show you how your betters play.
Right you are, Michael. You can rely on me.
And you, Ertul, have you got shit for brains? You've got a guess, for fuck's sake.
I'm sorry, Michael. I didn't know.
Shut your gob and attend to your duties.
Right, I'm going.
So you've heard then. I hope you won't disappoint Zwerk and pass some time with him.
I'd love to have a game.
Glad to hear it. You're a good lad. I can tell just by looking at you. Zwerk has some polished badges. I'm sure he'd love to take a look at yours. You'll find him over there at the table. He's there pretty much all day. I'll keep telling him. Your arse will wear a hole down the hill one day, and you'll fall down in it. Dice and all. But now to the important business. There's a bite to eat on the table and something to wash it down with, so help yourself. And I'll be happy to chew the fat. I'm sure you've got loads of stories. I heard Lord von Berghoff himself sent you. So, what has he sent you with?
He's calling his loyal men to arms. To fight back against the bandits running rampant in the region.
Now you're talking. It's about time. They've been causing trouble around these parts as well. How many men does Lord von Berghoff have?
He's got some, but definitely less than he'd like to. That's why we're here.
Well, hopefully enough. I bet my left nut Lord Yaromir will send me. Tell me one thing, though, because I can't wrap my head around it. Why didn't von Berghoff send one of his own instead of some Lord of Pirkstein and his escort?
Well, I suppose he wanted to show respect to Lord Yaromir. So he didn't send just anyone.
Ah, the way of the nobles. Not something I know much about, but you do, it seems. So your master, Lord Capon of Pirkstein, is somehow significant.
One day he'll inherit several castles and a lot of wealth.
Well, best stick with him until that happens. And you're his what? Yeah, page, servant?
His escort. I give advice when he asks for it, but mostly I take care of his security.
Fair enough. I get it. I used to travel with Lord Yaromir, but he barely travels these days, so I don't get out much.
Lord Capon is always getting up to something.
Well, I envy you a bit. But hey, we've had a nice chat. And since you're here, what would you say to a bit of a friendly duel? You've got time to kill, and me too. Let's do something to shorten it. We can do something dignified. We'll clash arms for the glory of our masters. You for yours, me for mine.
I accept your offer. I'd fight for Lord Capon any time and any place.
Then you're the right man in the right place. Get your kit ready, and we can get stuck in.
I don't want to pry, Michael, but Sir Yaromir said he had some luck with horses. That sounds interesting.
Nothing interesting about it. His lordship's affairs are a long story, and a dull one at that.
Well, if there's one thing Lord Capon taught me, it's that noblemen's affairs are never dull.
If you insist, or you're in for a disappointment. There's nothing interesting about it. Sir Yaromir had these relatives, and they died, God rest their souls, and his lordship inherited some land, but they couldn't give it to him or something, so they gave him horses instead, to make up the amount owed. See? Complicated Enzo, but all above board.
You were right. That's nobleman's business for you.
Just so.
Let's do it, Michael.
You don't have to ask twice. We've got some blunt old weapons for practice here, so we'll use them. We don't want to hack each other to pieces, do we?
That's sensible.
We'll do it in a little courtyard behind the gate. Tell me what weapon you want, and we'll get cracking.
Give me a longsword.
You must fancy yourself a master swordsman. I can't wait to see what you can do with it. Give me a moment. I'll put my gear on. Well then. Ready?
Let's go. Glory to Lord Capon.
Curva! I'm wounded! Glory to this! No chance!
Keep it up, young sir.
Ah, shit! What the? No chance! Jesus Christ! No chance!
Watch out! Michael is one of the best fighters around.
I yield! Mercy!
Good day. Good day.
God be with you.
A good fight. An honourable.
Yeah, I'd say. I haven't had such a good stretch in a long time.
Lord Capon's honour has been defended.
Ha! That it has. Didn't expect you to take me down like that. All honour to you, Henry. Here you go. Something to remember Nabokov by on your journeys with Sir Capon. You won fair and square. If you're feeling a bit sore, go and see Clara. She'll be in that house beneath the smithy beyond the gate, I reckon. She'll be happy if you show her where it hurts. I might have said this already, but if you've got nothing on your plate, you can have a game of dice's work. Or try Pelzel in the stables. I'm sure he'd love to show you how we hold races to pass the time. And if you want to train some other battle skills, you can practice archery with Mark. I reckon you'll find him on the gate.
I've got this pretty pilgrim's badge, if you ain't chicken.
I hear you're a keen dice player.
You heard damn right. All that traveling must have worn you right out. Take the weight off your feet then, and we'll shake and roll while you wait for your lord. I play for high stakes and all. I have some lovely badges too, if you're interested.
They'll surely fall my way now. Would you like to play?
What game would you like to play?
Nice, as it should be.
Let's play. For another game?
I'm seriously curious about you, lad. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know. Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything. If I was you, I'd take it. These ones here. What? Oh, come on! Kurwa! Bloody dice. These ones here. Finished. Your turn. It's a good thing you don't throw like that all the time. If you think it'll help you. These ones here. Kurwa! Bloody dice. My God, I'm done. These ones here. Damn it! They're yours, lad. Well, maybe I'd do the same. Good game, friend. The money's yours. Cordova! That was my favourite one.
Up for another game?
Lovely horses you have here.
Aye, right beauties, ain't they?
There must be more of them than men in the fortress. That many horses must have cost a fortune.
That's right. Sir Yaramir had a stroke of luck.
What stroke of luck was that?
Look, this is Noble's business. I shouldn't go flapping my lips about it.
So there is something dodgy about it, eh?
Bollocks! It's all above board, especially our horses. Why not do something for your own lord's honour instead of insulting my lord's honour? We sometimes have this little race. You've got a horse, so you can show us your riding skills, eh?
I'll show you, provided you tell me the truth about the horses afterwards.
All right, it's a deal. The race is from here to Nabokov Mill. That's down the path there and to the right after the little bridge. At the mill, there's this granary in front of the dike, and behind that, a willow tree. You go between the granary and the willow, and then back to the fortress. First one back here wins. You'll be taking on Hurtle. He's our best horseman, so you'll have your work cut out. None of us can beat him, but if you manage to, fuck it. I'll give you one of our finest saddles, whatever the cost.
That's fair. Let's do it.
Great. I'll call Hurtle and you can get cracking.
You're right. Great race. Is Hurtle really your best horseman?
He certainly is. But you're a different class altogether, I see. You beat Hurtle, so, like I promised, the saddle is yours.
The pleasure is all mine.
If you're so delighted, race again.
I want to hear about the horses. The race was nice, but now I'm all the more interested in where Lord Nebac got such fine horses from.
Well, if you won't take no for an answer, well, lucky for him, but not so lucky for others. We came across a bunch of them bandits who prey on folk here. We tore into them and hacked them to pieces. A couple of our lads didn't make it. God rest their souls. But we kicked their asses, and we took their horses. They had loads of them. Who knows where they got them, but that's by the by now.
Where did you fight with them?
Not far from the stream that feeds into Nabokov Pond. They were just watering their horses when we charged them.
But Michael said it was between Lower Semine and Rock Tower Pond.
Really? I suppose Michael's right. It's easy to lose your bearings here. Nothing but cliffs and ponds. It makes your head spin.
But you're local. You must know these parts like the back of your hand.
I was shit-faced, all right? Let's leave it at that.
Hold on. Michael said something different. He said Sir Yaramir inherited them from some deceased relatives.
Aye, that's right. Aye, that was it. We took some horses from the bandits, and Sir Jerome, Yaramir, got the others from his kin. Aye, that's how it was.
Right. I see. Take good care of those horses, then.
I will. And if you don't have a sore ass from the saddle, we can have another round. Getting away from his guard duty and having a race would make Hurtle's day.
I feel like racing.
No problem. Our guest is our master. Hurtle will be glad to get a chance at payback. Otherwise, getting beat will keep him awake for a week. And I propose a wager. Because you won't beat him twice, I reckon.
Great. I'll be happy to take your coin.
You've got yourself a deal. Great. I'll call Hurtle and you can get cracking.
What does that Pelzer eat? His breath stinks.
Go! 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 Go!
Whoa. I don't want to repeat myself, but that was a great race.
Aye, there's no denying that. You won both my coin and my sincere respect.
There ain't nothing to see here, sir. Unless you've got a thing for chickens. But the prettiest chick ain't here. She's beyond the upper gate in the fortress.
Praise God. Feed the pigs, weed the beds, fix the roof, stitch my clothes. I don't have no time for chat.
missing from our house after you were creeping around. You're a thief. Can we sort this out on our own? Or do I need to get the
We can
bailiff
work this out.
involved? How dare you? We won't put up with thieves here. You'll give everything back and pay compensation. Or I'll go and get the guards.
Forgive me, friend. There must have been some sort of mistake. But, well, since I already somehow ended up with this thing, supposing you were to give it to me as a gift, eh? I'd be eternally grateful to you.
Yeah. Well, since you put it like that, good sir. All right. Take it as a gift. And don't forget to mention my generosity to their lordships.
Well, it's nice to meet someone from the trade. I'm also a blacksmith.
Is that so? Good lord, I wouldn't have expected that. You must have had a slice of luck to be hanging out with nobles. Me and my brother wanted to get out of the smithing trade, but something always brought us back. I'm Steer. Pleased to meet you, sir.
Henry. How's trade? The plates here. Is that your work?
Well, I wish. If I could make stuff like that, me and my brother wouldn't be stuck here. We just keep it in good nick. Mend it when the lads get it beat up, which they do all the time.
Tell me about it. I've straightened bent nails and knives and saws till I couldn't see straight. Folks don't take care of things, and then they're surprised.
You took the words out of my mouth. Then it's work from dawn to dusk, day in, day out. And if you saw the work waiting for me down below and in the tower, no end to it.
Hold on. I'll go down there and help you out. The work will go faster with an extra pair of hands.
No, don't go anywhere. What I mean is, thanks for the offer. But we can't have a guest working here, can we? And besides, you get in the way down there. They're working on the fortifications. Better go and play dice with Twerk or something. Make the most of your free time till your lord gets back.
All right, whatever you say. I just wanted to help.
Oh, I know you did. But I can manage by myself. Really. Let's leave it at that.
You said you have a brother.
Aye, they call him Bull. The poor bloke tries hard enough, but he ain't got the knack. So he just helps out where he can. Or he does any work that's needed. He's working below on the fortification repairs right now. He'd be better off learning a different trade. But times is hard. This way, at least we're together. That's the main thing. Have you got anyone next to you on life's journey?
I have my lord, and that's all I need.
I understand. I won't mind being a noble's retainer myself. What's he like, actually?
Brave and just. Everything a knight should be. Every day I learn something new in his service.
He's got you well trained.
And what's your lord like?
My lord doesn't like it when folks talk about him behind his back. Better leave it at that. I reckon it's time I got back to work. Take care, sir.
Well, I never. The great warrior himself has come to visit. I can't remember the last time anyone beat Michael. You didn't hold back.
Aye, but nor did he. That's why I'm here, actually. He knocked me about a bit. I was wondering if you'd take a look at my wounds, if you've got a moment.
That's what I'm here for. Show me so I know if I need to apply ointment, stitches, or the saw.
It surely won't be all that bad.
Don't worry, Sir Knight. You'll live here in one piece. Well, I've done what I could. Better now?
Aye. Much better. Thanks a lot.
I'm glad. Will you tell me who you are?
Henry. Lord Capon's retainer. We're on a mission from Lord Bombergov.
Oh, I'm Clara. Nice to meet you, Sir Knight.
My sword is at your service, miss.
Blimey! No one's ever said anything like that to me before. But it's not your sword I need so much as your legs.
My legs?
I have to go and get fresh herbs for our sick folks. It's not far, but I'll be grateful for an escort and protector. And if you tell me about your chivalrous deeds, it'll shorten the time.
I will be only too happy to escort such a comely maid.
Comely? You'll make me blush. Come on then, let's go. If I don't get back soon, the sick will start to treat themselves with schnapps, and that wouldn't do. Shall we go? Our little fortress doesn't impress you much, I suppose. You must be used to real castles. Actually, that's why I'm so pleased you're here. A bit of excitement at last. Tell me more about knights, or better still, about yourself. Where have you been? What have you seen?
All right then. Some time ago, my native region, far from here, was plagued by a gang of bandits. I tracked them, and it wasn't easy, until I found their secret stronghold in an abandoned village. A battle broke out. I fought my way to the loft of a run-down church. There, I found their leader and killed him in a duel.
You really aren't any run-of-the-mill man-at-arms. At least I have nothing to fear when I'm with you. Tell me more, please.
Once, I was on the trail of this scoundrel, but the sly fox hid in the cloisters of Sasau Monastery. So I had to become a novice to track him down.
Good heavens! So you're actually a monk?
No. I entered the monastery under a false name, so I'd say I'm not a real monk.
That's good to know. Thank you for telling me your stories. It's nothing like my life. I just patch up the lads when they come back cut up and bruised, like last time. But I have other talents too. This really is a lovely spot. If it was up to me, I'd just lie down in the grass and take it easy. But I can't.
Why not?
I have to gather herbs to treat the wounded. When the ointments and concoctions run out, they reach for the liquor. And if his lordship found out I was dawdling, he'd have my guts for garters.
Does Sir Yaramir treat you badly?
Not at all. He's a good master, but strict, I can't lie. Still, now you're here, you can help me with those herbs. Then maybe we'll find a moment.
For dawdling? I can't.
Maybe I'll tell you some stories in return.
I know quite a bit about herbs, I think. So just tell me what's wrong with your lads, and I'll come up with a remedy.
Really? So tell me how to treat fever, say, or shortness of breath.
In that case, you'll need sage and chamomile, maybe some poppy or marigold, am I right?
Aye, exactly right. I've got enough chamomile. It's the rest I need. Above all, the marigold. Since you know all about it, you'll be back in a jiffy, won't you? It all grows in the glade here, but sometimes it takes a while to find.
I think I'll manage.
What do you want now? You've already taken everything I have. Sooner or later, Otto von Bergau will find out the truth and have you all hanged, believe you me.
Hold on. You've got me mixed up with someone. It was Lord von Bergov who sent me here.
What? If you're not one of those cutthroats, what are you doing here?
I swear by all that's holy, I came from Trosky on a mission from Lord von Bergov.
Thank God. Fortune smiles on me. I'm Jaromir Nebok. You gallop back to Trosky and tell Sir Otto that bandits have seized the fortress and are holding me captive. Tell him to bring an army and put an end to their mischief.
I'll tell Lord von Bergov everything. You can depend on me, sir.
God bless you. Now go.
I can't go straight away. I have to wait till my lord's meeting is over. Otherwise, it would be suspicious.
For God's sake, at least get your horses ready then, so you can leave at once. God be with you.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
I've got everything.
Wonderful. Thanks a lot. You've really helped me out.
You promised you'd tell me something.
I will. Don't worry. But first I want to show you something. Hurry.
Now tell me what's so important that you couldn't tell me back there in the glade.
I wanted to give you a riddle.
A riddle? Why?
You'll know soon enough. Now listen. I bloom in silence, a petal's grace, a delicate charm in a hidden place, a whispered scent, a subtle ploy. What am I, elusive and coy? Solve this riddle, unlock the joy.
The only petal I see here is called Clara.
The right answer. And now for your reward. I hope they didn't hear us in the fortress. People wouldn't half talk. If you're as good as that on the battlefield, may God have mercy on your enemies.
I'm not so considerate on the battlefield, because as a true knight, I must do everything I can for a damsel in distress.
You'll soon be a begging knight if you carry on like that.
What do you mean?
Well, I can grind the seeds and the like, but not every damsel in distress knows the recipe.
Should we stay a while longer?
No, up you get. I've got enough herbs and the sick are waiting. Pass me my clothes, please.
Sure. I should get dressed too.
Farewell for now,
Shouldn't
Henry.
drops your hands waiting
Thanks
so long.
for your help.
Hey, sir. For a moment, I'm going into the woods.
It's a good thing you've come. We're all... Excellent! My favorite retainer and protector just when I need him. The mission is fulfilled. It was a good meeting. In fact, we had a nice long chat. Sir Jaromir is a pleasant fellow, and he promised to send some men to help Lord von Bergov, of course. So we got what we came for. What about you? Did you have fun?
Fucking hell, Hans. You can be glad you're alive.
Is there something wrong?
You bet there is. The whole fortress has been taken over by bandits. They attacked it and took Sir Jaromir prisoner. They're pretending to be his garrison. And you didn't speak to Nebak, but to their chief. Thank Christ they didn't take you prisoner as well. What? I found the real Nebak in jail. I swear to God it's all true. We have to disappear as quickly as possible, before they take us captive as well.
Oh, shit! Well, then we better leave right now. You can explain it properly on the way. Oh, this place again. Oh, it makes my blood run cold. But it's good we're back safe. I was somewhat afraid they might send someone after us. Especially after what you said on the way about Sir Yaramir being a prisoner. It was clever of you to sniff out the deception, Henry. I'll take my hat off to you. Lord von Berghoff must be informed.
Of course. Let's see him at once.
Welcome back, Sir Hans. Henry?
Greetings, sir.
I'm glad you got back safe and sound. Now let's get down to business. Lord Capon, what news do you bring from Sir Jaromir? How many of his men can I count on?
None, my lord. The situation is worse than you can imagine. Nebakov Fortress has been taken over by bandits, and Sir Jaromir is their prisoner.
What?
Their leader posed as Sir Jaromir. While I negotiated with him, Henry found out the truth.
Sir Jaromir urgently requests that you send a force to Nebakov and free him.
I will, of course. The news might actually be better than it seems.
What's good about it? They seized the fortress.
At last, we know where to strike. They thought they would gain a foothold, but instead they walked into a trap. Nebakov will be easy to besiege. We will set out when we have enough men mustered. That heap of sticks will not last a day against my knights.
You can count on us, sir.
I should hope so. I'm sure young Lord Capon is eager to demonstrate his valor in the field. And just maybe, Henry, you will win your knight's spurs.
We will support you in the field, of course. But before we take the fortress, I'm very keen to finish the business we came about.
There will be time enough for that. There are several loose ends to tidy up before we attack Nebakov. You have proved yourselves most capable. So I will let you take care of it. We caught one of those bastards who ambushed us.
What? How?
A stroke of luck, more than anything. He's under lock and key down in the dungeons.
And? Did you get anything out of him, sir?
It turns out he's a tough nut to crack. My men haven't yet got a word out of him.
What about torture, sir?
That is just it. The men are superstitious. They say unclean work fits only for an executioner, and it seems we don't have one here. So they just beat him a little. But the bastard certainly knows how to hold his tongue.
Damn!
I thought you might also be interested in what he knows. He's most likely from the same band that attacked you. I don't know what you think about such superstitions, Lord Capon. But if you want to try and get something out of him, I will not hold you back. If he doesn't sing, he is of no use to us anyway. We need to know who he is in league with. Because it is not possible that they could evade us for so long without local support.
That's an offer that's hard to resist, Sir Otto. I've a whole list of questions for that scoundrel, and superstitions mean nothing to me.
All the instruments you need are right there. Make him regret the day he took up arms against us.
I'm surprised how tender-hearted your men are. Especially after what that band did to you and your captain. But I haven't forgotten. We'll get it out of him. The hard way, if need be.
I'm glad to hear it. You have already surprised me once or twice, so I'm interested to see if you can do it again. And if not, I shall just hang the bastard. As a warning to the others. Nevertheless, while we are dealing with nuisances, did you notice anything suspicious on my estate while I was away? Something that might put us on the trail of those scoundrels, say?
I'm afraid I can't help you there, sir. While you were away, I spent my time, hunting. And after that, I was a guest in your cellars.
That's true. And you, Henry?
A strange thing happened. Young Semine rushed off from his own wedding as soon as the ceremony was over. He left his bride there. On their wedding night. The poor girl was devastated.
Interesting. That was around the time your company was attacked, was it not?
You are right. That is truly strange coincidence. Young Olda. I don't like where this is going. But we have to uncover the truth. I hope the answers are waiting for us below. In the dungeon. Now, to more pleasant business. My personal bodyguard, Lord Bartosz, also known as Black Bartosz, came back from Prague with me. An outstanding swordsman, among other things. So if you want to take your mind off things or fancy some training, as my esteemed guest, he will be at your service. You will most likely find him at the sword-fighting arena in the outer fortifications. For you, Henry, he will have a gift from my personal armory as a token of my gratitude for your services.
Thank you, sir. I wanted to ask you something else about the interrogation, sir.
What is that?
Where is the torture chamber?
Down in a cellar, across from the jail cells. Talk to Lord Capon, he knows where.
I think I'll go now, sir.
Off you go. We will speak once you have news.